Dear Misty, how do you accept tips while performing without looking desperate? Huh. That's an interesting and unique question. I'm not sure how to answer it. So let me pause. I would say, I don't know, I'm conflicted. First of all, if you don't run up and get their tips, at least eventually, they're going to sit back down or they're going to walk away. I don't know. Part of me wants to put myself in the mindset of the customer. And before I started doing drag, I was a customer. And a lot of times, I would love a song, or love an outfit, or love the drag queen's performance, or she was turning it out. And a lot of times I'd be like, oh, I want to tip her, but I'm afraid. I don't want to go up there. 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 And finally, a friend would be like, no, just do it. You know, yeah, just do it. These drag queens are working hard for your money. Or semi-flaccid if it gets too hard, the duct tape. Anyways. But yes, go to the stage and tip the girls. But in the mindset of the customer, if you don't go to them, I guess it depends on where they are. If they walk all the way to the stage, they're probably going to stay there until you take the money. But if you're walking past them and they just put out $1, like, they're probably going to pull that dollar back when you walk away. And if you don't walk back over there, they're not going to put it out. Again, because obviously they're not that eager to tip or that outgoing enough to tip. Obviously they're not outgoing enough to be like, you know. So, I don't know. I don't think that, I guess in response, I'm so blah, 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 conflicted with this question. Part of me says, there's no way of looking desperate. But in response to your question, the only way you could look desperate is if somebody puts out $1 and you immediately run to them. You know, one of my pet peeves is that when somebody tips you, if you completely stop lip syncing and be like, and then going back into your song, that annoys me. You know, when somebody tips me and I see it, now you have to also realize some entertainers, with this, depending on the spotlight situation, if there's a spotlight, chances are we're kind of blinded. Unless, you know, it's a big movement, we might not see you. So keep that in consideration as well. But if I see a tip, I'm going to go to it. Because I don't want your arm to get tired. I don't want you to chicken out. I don't want you to think, oh my god, everyone's looking at me. I want that $1. You know, I've got bills to pay. I've got wigs to buy. I've got more makeup to get. You know, my foundation tube lasts me 5 times, and it's $15. You know, it's like, I need that $1. And, yeah. How do you not look desperate? I guess the only way, is not run to them, you know, but work it into your number. Like, you know, whatever song you're doing, be like, oh, I see you, and then, for example, if some of my mixes have high kicks or something choreographed into them with whips, like, whoosh, I'm not going to walk up to him and then be like, oh, I have to kick, whoosh, you know. But then there's other situations where people are obnoxious or drunk and they run onto the stage and you're like, wait, I've got to do a couple high kicks here, you know, like, ugh. And it's out of your control in that situation. But I guess, you know, everybody wants the money. You know, whether they act like they don't want it or not, they do. We all have bills to pay. Just, I guess, if you're concerned about this, which I never have been, you know, because if somebody puts $1 up, I want to go get it. And I want other people to see that I'm going to get the $1, so they should put $1 up. I'm not ashamed to say that I'm hungry. And I need to eat food. And I have to pay for that food. And I have bills to pay. I'm not ashamed. I don't know if I answered your question, people. But I have definitely been in this situation, even in drag, when I go to tip someone and they make you stand there for a while, and that annoys me. You know, I try not to make my fans do that, I guess. Anyways, that was an Ask Misty. Thanks. Bye.